Hello everyone out there, and welcome to Wellness Beyond Intuition with me, Oliver. This is your top-up reading for the week of May 6th. So stay tuned here, okay? Don't go anywhere. The video is timestamped below, so you can jump straight to your sign. If you want to check out your other placements, they're there as well. I encourage you to do so. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that alarm button so you can be notified when I put out new videos, and do share. I don't know if I have anything else to say other than do check out your love squeezes on Fridays. Okay, they're brand new there. And if you see all these bites on my hand here, it's puppy play. Little Da Vinci, he's stinking cute, but he moved to the US. So no more bites. At least not from the puppy. All right, starting with Aries, your top up. Aries, in order to achieve this week, I would suggest that there might be some things that seems like things are going in reverse. It might feel like that you're taking one step forward and then 3 steps backwards. It might feel like things are not going as fast as you want them to, or they don't take on the life and energy that you would have expected them to. But I would say that has more to do, especially if you see things fall apart that you worked really hard for, or not even hard, but just something you worked for. Then I would suggest you dive deep inside and ask yourself, why is that? Could there be some place, somewhere, where you have put your focus where you shouldn't put it, and that may have left some things out, some of the bricks, they may not be there, so it's easier to collapse it, okay? Just know that it's not a setback. For me, it's not a setback. Actually, I think it's very good, because it gives you an opportunity to really fix what needs to be fixed, so you can really build something solid. And we're talking career, work, anything that has to do with your foundation, so to speak. So just keep that in mind. There's some things you may need to look at this week, okay? Taurus, this is so interesting, because people, they usually say, I don't have time to meditate. The problem is that, or not the problem, but the truth is that if you do take up a meditation practice, suddenly you have all the time in the world. Don't ask me how it works, but it does. I think it has to do with the fact that we allow ourselves to, quiet our minds for a while. And when we do that, we're not running around in circles. So instead, we become more efficient in what it is that we are doing. And also, that is probably what you are looking for. I know you're hardworking, but do allow yourself to look at life and maybe take up, again, a meditation practice. I'm sure you already do. But know that you will do really well living in a space of Zen this week that will get you there faster than before, okay? Gemini. There are so many opportunities for you this week, or at least that it feels like. I'm not saying there's tons, but it's going to feel like sitting at a smorgasbord and you don't know where to pick from, where to start, and what to go next. All I can say is that a smorgasbord, don't go for the carbs first, okay? Just don't. They're just fillers, So all the good stuff, like you can't have it, you can't eat it. So be selective. What I'm actually saying is that this week, when opportunities, they pop up, be selective, okay? Give yourself an opportunity to be a little bit, not critical, but a little hard to get. That would actually just be perfect if you could do that. Act from a place of being a little hard to get. All right, Cancer. Your efforts and what it is that you put into certain projects, work projects, whether your business, if you work for a company, or what it is that you do is leading you to options. And when I say they're leading you to options, I really mean they're leading you to make a decision, which way should I go? What's the better option? I always love this because it is, that crossroad again. Should I go right or should I go left? And all I can say is that in your heart, you know which direction to go. There's no doubt about that. It's about listening to your gut and do it when you get there, okay? This is called wellness beyond intuition for a reason, because through intuition, we can live in wellness and beyond that in such a better way. I really believe intuition is the building ground for a lot of the things that we do in life. So when you get to that crossroad, just know that, or when you get to that point, you know, where you could either go left or you can go right, know that you have the answer when you get there. Leo, there's a sense of, how should I put it? There's a sense of marriage and divorce at the same time coming up this week. And of course, none of it has to happen specifically this week. But when it comes to certain career choices, certain opportunities, certain projects, even if you're unemployed and you need to go somewhere and get a job, you know, there is something that you need to divorce from first in order to create a marriage. And we're not talking romantic here. We're really talking about your creative outlet, who you are as a person, and what it is that puts, you know, bread and butter on your table. You know, at the end of the week, it's survival, it's living, right? But it's a funny way to look at it, because it's all about duality, you know. Sometimes it's about letting go of something and also make room for something different. But in this term, I would call it just because it's almost like you have to divorce yourself from something, and it's the divorce part that can feel a little bit heartbreaking, you know, and maybe traumatizing also. But just remember, even if it's not something that you have chosen, once it comes about, the marriage afterwards with something brand new is going to be so much better, and tenfold much better, okay? So look into that this week, okay? Leo. Virgo, you know, it's almost like you're going, this is completion, by the way. It's almost like you're going through something where you can finally see the ending of something, and it's been a full circle. There's something that's going to pop up this week where you're going to go, oh my God, this is a full circle. I've done it. There's an achievement coming up this week, and it's going to feel as if it's going to feel like a long journey, and you're going to go, oh my God, I'm finally here. And some journeys, they're just like that, you know. Oh God, being a long flight, you know, across the world from one place to the other, you know, can feel like forever. But once you get to the destination, you're like so happy you finally, you know, you got an airplane and you got to where you need to go, even though it was long and tedious. It's not just an analogy that this full circle feeling is going to feel like an accomplishment for you. So celebrate. That's what I would say. Okay, Virgo? Libra. Well, you can keep chasing it, or you can stop and let it come to you, you know. You don't always have to run after what it is that you believe is yours, because of course it's yours. There's no doubt about it. You put a lot of work, you put a lot of hard work into certain projects, work and money, and what it is that you deal with creatively. You put a lot of work into it, but there's no need to chase it, for you to chase it. Let it come to you. Let it give you an opportunity for it to show up in your world for once. I know that sometimes we get desperate because we want to see the results, but allow yourself to just this week to just breathe and sorry, the birds outside. Breathe and just smell the roses, you know, breathe in the fresh air. Do something that's good for you instead of keep running after what it is that, or chase what can easily come to you instead of you chasing it, okay? Scorpio. Scorpio. Could it be that you finally arrive and find what it is that you love to do, and it's fine, it's gonna flourish, it's gonna take you where you need to be, you're gonna be happy, and it's gonna feel like, oh my God, I finally figured it out. I might think you get a glimpse of that this week. I'm not gonna promise too much, but you might get a glimpse of that this week, okay? So realize that, you know, sometimes, you know, we have to go through a lot of different situations in order to get to where we need to be, you know. what is that, the saying go, a loser is only someone who stays down when they actually can get up and keep going. And that's a winner, right? And what I'm saying is here, without calling anybody a loser, I don't like that word, what I'm sensing is that you have felt like you failed many times, or sometimes you could have felt like you banged your head against the wall, but it seems now finally all of that is going to come to pass. That's going to be in the past, and you're going to be where you have been wanting to arrive for a long time. Okay, so congratulations. Sagittarius, you know what, when you finally achieve what it is that you want to achieve, or they don't have to be huge, it can be like little things, you know, but no matter what, it causes for celebration. It's gonna, because it I don't care what it is, it's going to feel like a victory. I don't care whether you manage to get your driver's license. That's an achievement. I don't care, it could be something bigger, but finally you're getting that huge promotion, you know, or you just get a raise, or you finally got out of your slump and then created something new, and it feels good, and that's a victory. So what I'm saying here is that there's going to be some successes that are going to show up this week. There's going to be cause for celebrating and feel like you've actually created a victory within your own life. That is beautiful, and keep that in mind as you continue the week. You know, I'm not saying go looking for it, but just pay attention to what it is that show up in your life when it does show up. Okay, it's going to feel like a victory. Capricorn. All right, you know, there's something that you're just not going to let go of, because finally it's going to show its fruits. Okay, all that hard labor, you know, seeds you planted in the past, it's going to feel like you finally can wrap your arms around the world and go, oh my God, I love this place. And what it also gives me a sense of is that certain achievements this week gonna feel like now you can sleep a little better at night. Okay, I'm not saying that you're gonna sleep your way through the rest of your life. I'm just saying that you're gonna feel like you can sleep a little better at night, and that is extraordinary. For some of you, for some of you Capricorns, I do sense that might involve travel, or I just see going over water from one place to the other. So it might feel like that. It doesn't have to be. It could also just be the feeling of traveling from one place to the other and feel like you have finally arrived. All right. So Capricorn, you know, pat yourself on your back and say, great, good going. Aquarius. See, the thing is that, you know, it's usually not other people who are hard on us. For the most part, we're hard on ourselves because we have high expectations to ourselves. And this might be what you run into this week. The feeling of all these expectations that you feel like, oh my God, but I haven't achieved a whole lot, or I didn't do good enough, and I didn't, you know, I could have done so much better. But what I want to say to you is that just because it doesn't show up this week does not mean that it doesn't show up next week. Okay, I mean, this is the beauty of a weekly look into what it is that's creating here, what's being created here from the cosmic, and that is that, you know, it's just a week. Next week it's going to look so much different, and that's just the way it is. But please, what I can say to you, when you get the urge to be hard on yourself, also just take inventory of all the things you have achieved. Okay, I bet it will outweigh what you feel like what you haven't achieved, I should say. So, all right, so look into that if it shows up this week. Okay, Pisces. My beautiful Pisces. Oops. What do I want to say to you? It feels to me, if you want to go on with certain other things in your life, if there's certain other things in your life that you would like to, you may have come to a place in your life where what you're doing for a living, or the way you look at life, you might, or not even do for a living, you may just want to try something completely different. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do sense that it involves higher learning. It doesn't mean that you have to go back to university or take college all over again. What I'm saying is that it might involve having to gain a little bit more knowledge. It could be through courses, books you need to read, or some training you need to go through. And that's fine, but it will get you to that place where I sense fulfillment for you, where you can laugh and enjoy everything. So I don't know. Just keep in mind that might come up this week, and I would encourage you. I mean, everybody. I mean, it's so exciting when we get the urge to do something different. But if you're content where you're at, of course, that's beautiful as well. So guys out there, this is your top up for the week. I hope you guys are doing amazingly out there. Don't forget your love squeezes on Fridays, and I will see you next time.